What's up guys? So today we're going to talk about the ScooterSkool platform that I made for the scootering community. So I've got a lot of questions about what is ScooterSkool and how does it work? Is it meetups? Is it lessons that you can do with me in a skate park? But no, ScooterSkool is actually an app. It's an online coaching app where you can go from beginner and all the way up to pro, and I will be there all the way to motivate you and give you the best tips possible. And further on in this video, I'm going to show you everything that's possible inside the Skool app. So first of all, what happens when you buy the ScooterSkool community? So you're buying it and then you're getting an email where you're getting invited to the Skool platform. So you're going to download the app and then you're going to turn your notifications on so you are notified when anything exciting is happening inside the ScooterSkool platform. So when you're inside the platform, you're getting access to a lot of different exciting stuff. So the first thing you're gonna see is the community. This is basically your feed, like on other social medias. So this is where all the things will come up when we've posted anything or anything new is happening. And in the community, there's 6 different categories. So there's all, there's news, scootering today, reviews, wins, and introduction. So inside the news, this is where I will post anything from giveaways, online calls, and anything that's happening and is new to the scootering community. So that's why you want to have your notifications on so you know when anything new is happening. Next up is scootering today. So inside the scootering today, this is where you can see where everyone is riding and you can tell people where you're gonna ride. So maybe someone will message you, yo, I'm also riding there, so let's link up and have a sesh. Next up is one of my favorite ones, and it's reviews. So inside the reviews, this is where you can post your clips, and not all kind of clips. You want to post something where you need help. So if you need help for a trick that you can't land, you've tried it for so long, you can put it inside the reviews. I will be there to give you the best tips possible and give you the best advice. And everyone else inside the scootering community will also be there and give you the best advice and tips possible. Next is wins. So for the wins, this is where you will post a new trick that you just learned. You maybe just been to a competition, did a great run, and you're gonna post it in there and you're gonna get some good feedback from the other riders in the ScooterSkool community and me myself. So make sure you do that when you've landed a new trick or done good in a competition. Last but not least, the introduction. So in the introduction, you wanna introduce yourself to everyone else in the scootering community. Everyone has done it so far and it's really good because you get to know the person a little more. So make sure you do that when you get inside the ScooterSkool community. All right, so next up is Classroom. This one is very important because I've put a lot of videos and a lot of time into these videos. So when you go on YouTube, TikTok, or whatever it could be, there'll be a lot of how-to videos on social media. But these videos are only taking 30 seconds to 2 minutes per trick. And it's not a long time. They're just telling you, do this, do that, and you think you can learn it by then. But no, it's not that simple. So inside here, I've made it as detailed as possible. So for example, a how-to video can take up to 7 minutes instead of those 30 seconds to 2 minutes videos. So I'm going in so much detail and I'm trying to teach you everything about this trick so you can learn it as fast as possible when you get to the park or when you're in the park and watch the video. I've put them in categories that's called beginner and basics, advanced, street, and then yap session. First one is beginner and basic. This is for pure beginners. You've never ridden a scooter before and you're trying to get more comfortable on riding on it. So this is where you want to start. And for a little more basics, this is when you've learned to control the scooter and want to try a few different tricks and start on the basic level. Next one is advanced. This is when you come from the basic level and want to try some new tricks. This is, for example, bri flips, 360s, kicklesses, all that stuff. So next up is street. So there's a difference between street and park. The street is more technical and the park is more park orientated, where you go higher, you do bigger tricks and all that stuff. Street is the more technical. So street is, for example, feeble grinds, board slides, all that stuff. So I've put that into one folder so everyone that rides street can go in there and learn something from that. So last but not least, the yap session. So the yap session is where I talk a lot. I talk about important stuff though. So I talk about, for example, your mindset while riding your scooter. This is very important. A lot of people struggle with this. So I'm talking about this and what I do to keep my mind clear when I'm doing either a competition or a new trick. Other stuff too. What protection I use, helmet, knee pads, butt pads, all that stuff. I'm telling you this so you can get an insight of what I'm wearing when I'm riding my scooter and why I ride what I ride. I'm also talking about good techniques, not to go too fast into the bigger tricks. Start off easy. Make sure you're doing it easy for yourself so you don't go too hard on yourself at first. because then you will lose a lot of motivation at the end if you don't take it chill at first. So I'm talking about all this stuff that you can learn from. So hopefully guys, you can learn something from it and keep your motivation up all the way through. So next up is the calendar. This is where I will post about our online weekly calls, or if I have a podcast with any pro riders who are the best in the world, if I'm doing any meetups around the world. So make sure you keep an eye on the calendar so you're notified when I'm doing anything exciting. Next up, members. This is where you can see the other members of the ScooterSkool community. You can link up with the other people, chat with them one-to-one, make some new friends inside the ScooterSkool community. All right, so next up, this one is pretty crazy. The giveaways I'm doing are not something you see every day. Every single month, I'm giving away either a scooter, complete scooter, new wheels, new bars, new decks, everything it could be. So if you're a member, you have the chance every month to win new parts or a brand new scooter. And a few times a year, I'm doing even bigger giveaways, like giving a trip to somewhere or have a ride day with me somewhere in the world. So make sure you keep an eye on the giveaways, because these are not your normal giveaways that you see every day. Right now, we're actually having probably the biggest giveaway in scootering history. So if you don't know, I'm giving a fully paid trip to Adrenaline Alley this March. So make sure if you see this in March, hop in on my Instagram, watch the video, see the details about it. And if you want to be a member, you're automatically inside the giveaway and are competing for a free trip to Adrenaline Alley with me or with a friend. All right, last but not least, the members only meetups. So inside the ScooterSkool community, I will notify only for the members where I'm gonna be for example, when I'm gonna do a meetup. So when I'm doing a meetup, you're gonna be the first to be notified and the only to be notified. Hopefully, I will be where you are and we can ride together and ride with everyone else inside the ScooterSkool community. And this could be all over the world, not just in Denmark or Scandinavia or Europe. This could be all over the world. So make sure you're notified when I'm doing anything about meetups. All right, to end things off, the ScooterSkool platform is not just an online coaching program. This is a whole community. This is a community for the people who love scootering and love to get better. And I will be there as a pro rider from when you start until you reach your goal. That is my goal, to reach your goal. So thank you guys so much for watching and taking your time to watch these videos. Make sure if you have any questions, DM me on Instagram. I'll be the first one to answer and I'll be as fast as possible. I will take good care of you inside the ScooterSkool community. Thank you for watching and I'll see you guys very soon.